going on, everybody? How's everybody doing today? As we are here today reacting to the full ESPN top 100 player list for the next season. So this is pretty much their prediction on the top 100 players that they expect from each player in the 2021 season. So at the end of the 2021 season, they're predicting these will be the top 100 guys from 100 to 1. We're going to be reacting to this. I saw their tweets on Twitter. Everybody was talking about it when they dropped 100 to 50 2 days ago, and then they dropped 50 to 11 yesterday and 10 to 1 today. So we're going to be reacting to the full top 100. I could have did this in 3 parts, but I chose to just do it in one video. It might be a long one, but we're going to react to it today. I'm going to have in the mindset that this is at the end of the season. I think a lot of people are like, all right, why would you rank Zion over this player right now? But they're not saying this is right now. This is at the end of next year's season. So I don't know why they don't do it right now. I think that would be cooler. But without further ado, we can just hop right into it. I also had to pay $6 to get this article on ESPN Plus. I asked all my friends if they had it, and I wanted to actually go to the article, not like see like a list on Twitter. But it was $6. I'll cancel my membership. I'll get a month out of it. Hey, it's $6. What are you gonna do? All right, so we got Joe Harris coming in at 100. Now I'm not gonna make a fair assessment there because, well, Joe Harris production will probably go down this year, because they're adding KD, Kyrie's behind LeVert, Dinwiddie in the scoring aspect. So he might be their 5th highest scorer. So 100 could be fair. And they also do this off projected real plus minus. But it says Marcus Morris. I would say as a better player, Morris is probably better, but more situational. You'd probably rather have Harris. But at the end of this year, okay. He doesn't have a projected RPM. Gotcha. Otto Porter. Okay, they think Otto Porter will have a better season than Morris and Joe Harris. I already disagreed. I don't think so. Derek White at 97. I wonder if that's too low, but maybe, I don't know. The NBA is so talented, we'll see. Marcus Gasol at 96. I'm not going to say that's too high because I feel like he should still be in the top 100. I don't know, though. I feel like he's going to regress this season. Like, even more than he did last year. He's getting up there in age. But, all right, he's 96. Aldridge, so they're projecting a big regression from Aldridge this year, putting him at 95. Damn. Okay. Jared Allen at 94. Surprised he's not a little bit higher than that, but, all right, let's see who's in front of him. Rubio, 93. Okay, I really have to get into the 80s, like 70s, to see, like, if these guys are too low or too high. Mitchell Robinson at 92, so he is ESPN. Is this Kevin Pelton, or is this a collective of analysts? Does not say. I'm guessing it's just ESPN as a collective group. So Mitchell Robinson ahead of Jared Allen by 2 spots, but 2 spots probably doesn't matter that much. I wonder if that is low, maybe, for him and Jared Allen. Seth Curry at 91. Okay. Patrick Beverley at 90. I feel like Curry's better, or going to have a better season than Beverley. But Beverly might be more. I don't know. We'll keep going. Joe Ingles at 88, or 89, excuse me. Jeremy Grant at 88. See, I don't know if I'm predicting him to be that low, just because I feel like he's going to have such a huge role in Detroit based off the money they paid him. So I think his production will probably be better than the 88th guy. Buddy Hield at 87. That seems low. That seems very low. Or I mean, like when I say low, I mean like low in the list. Like he's coming up here and maybe should be in a lower number. So it's confusing, I know. So I think that's too high. I feel like it should be lower than that. Brook Lopez at 86. Okay. Gallo at 85. Another person I thought should be probably top 70 based off the season he had last year. I guess his production will go down a little bit now that he's playing. He won't be the number 2 scoring option like he was last year. And he might be the 4th. Probably be the 3rd, maybe the 2nd this year. So he might be the 2nd again. But he's going to come off the bench. So maybe 85 is an alright assessment. But John Collins at 84. So they're not really separating the 2 Atlanta power forwards. Okay. That's an interesting debate, or just really reasoning. Next up, we have DeJounte Murray at 83. So, okay. Does seem a little low as well. I'd probably have him higher up. Maybe in the... Maybe that is fair. He wasn't spectacular last year, but he returned from the ACL. I think he'll be better this year. A lot better. DeRozan at 82. So we just have like 4 Spurs players in the top 18. That is too low. I think DeRozan, he's not flashy. He's not going to be on a winning team. I think the Spurs, will finish below 500. but he's going to be a top 70 player. 82 is way too low. It's way too low. John Wall at 81, I think that's also pretty low. You really think he's going to be the 81st best player at the end of the year? I don't know. I know the injuries, hasn't played really in 2 seasons. But if he's playing there with James Harden, I feel like 81 just might be too low. He's got to be higher up. Josh Richardson at 80. Okay, Richardson in front of DeRozan and John Wall. And Collins and Gallo. Alright, I guess he's probably the best defender out of all these guys. No, Murray's definitely a better defender, but alright. Dennis Schroeder at 79. I probably have DeRozan in front of Schroeder. But I guess he'll be on a winning team, which will help. Aaron Gordon at 78. Alright. KCP at 77. Alright. Okay. You might say that DeRozan won't be on a winning team and KCP might be on the best team in the NBA at the end of the year. But he's going to be the 4th option on offense. Maybe the 5th. Maybe the 5th highest scoring player on that team. He's an alright defender. I would say he's definitely above average. But I just wouldn't have him in front of DeRozan, Gallo, John Collins. Who else do we have? Even Schroeder. I would have Schroeder in front of him on his own team. Probably Josh Richardson, because I think Josh Richardson kind of plays the similar role as KCP. John Wall I'd have in front of him. Alright, that's the first one where I'm like, whoa, he is way too high up on this list. He's got to be lower. Montrezl Harrell, so we have a run of Lakers here. Okay, 76 is fine with me around there. Duncan Robinson at 75? Okay. I think he should be in that range, what he does for the Heat. Miles Turner at 74. That might be too low. We might need to get him higher up on that list. Bojan at 73. That is too low. That is too low. He should be top 70. He is arguably he's their 3rd most important player, yes. But, I don't know. Probably, I'll take Bojan's offense over PJ Tucker's defense, probably. Mike Conley in front of Bojan, you think? Did you watch last year? I'm sure Conley was just getting used to the Utah system. But still, I think Bojan's going to end up with a better season as his teammate Mike Conley. Alright, Steven Adams. Honestly, that might be a little high. I'd probably have Bojan, Gallo, Collins, Turner. Maybe not Turner, but Schroeder, maybe DeRozan, John Wall in front of Steven Adams. Okay. D'Angelo Russell at 69. Now, he's probably not going to be on a winning team. I don't think they'll be above 500. He's probably not going to improve at defense. He will, and I hope he proves me wrong. So, 69 does seem low, and you guys are probably especially if you're a D'Lo fan, you're like, what? How is he not top 50? Let's see who's in front of him, and then I'll be like, okay, then D'Lo should be in front of him. OG Anunoby, I'm fine with OG in front of D'Lo. Personally, I'll take that. Eric Bledsoe, yes, he provides you defense that D'Lo won't, but I would probably have a debate. I'd probably put D'Lo in front of Bledsoe. Serge Ibaka, okay, he'll be on a winning team. Big, efficient, block shots. I'm okay with Serge at 66. I would just maybe have D'Lo and some of the guys I mentioned before, like DeRozan and John Wall, in front of him. I would even have an argument for Gallo, but I like Serge in the high 60s. Blake at 65, okay. Fully healthy, Blake should be there. Kevin Love at 64. Okay. I think 60s is fair with him. TJ Ward at 63. I think that's fair. Bogey at 62. Fair. Davis Bertans, I think that is fair as well. In that range. Rocco at 60. Okay. Yeah, I would probably have D'Lo and John Wall in front of these guys. But I think they belong in the 60s. There's just probably some players in the 50s that I'd probably jump down or drop a little bit. And I'm sure we're going to get one in a moment. Like this man right here. I think Tyler Hero will finish the season as a top 75 guy. But I don't think he'll be 59. I don't think he'll finish the season better than D'Lo, John Wall, probably DeMar DeRozan, and maybe some other players that I mentioned as well. OG Anunoby. Yeah, I think the Tyler Hero hype is a little bit much, unless he takes a huge year too. And then we're like, all right, we're wrong. Could he end up as the 2nd leading scorer on this team? Yeah, could probably see it, but I don't know. I feel like that just might be a little too high up. Dragic at 58. I guess the winning helps, but really having Dragic that much above D'Lo. But John Wall's going to be on a winning team. So maybe I think that's a little too high as well. Tobias Harris at 57. That's probably where he belongs. Zach LaVine at 56. People will hate on that, but I think this is where the D'Lo range should be. Him and D'Lo should probably be in the mid-50s or maybe low 50s, like 51 or 50. So I'm fine with 56 because they're not going to put up empty. They might quote-unquote put up empty stats. They're good players. They're phenomenal offensive players, but they're not great defensive players. And they don't really raise their team's ceilings because if they would, we would probably see possibly the Bulls actually competing for a playoff spot and see with the Timberwolves. But I know I just bashed up. You guys know I'm not the biggest Zach LaVine fan. I think he is good. I think he's a very solid offensive player. But I think, like, if he was ranked 50, I think that would be fair. 56 maybe is a tad low. I'd have him, like, at 45 to 50. But I feel like, yeah, this is probably the range. D'Lo should be near Zach LaVine. If you're going to have Zach LaVine this high, because this is what I don't get with their rankings. They had D'Lo low mainly because he's probably not going to play very good defense. He's not going to be on a winning team. And that is probably the main two reasons why he was low on this list. And they had other guys in front of him, like a Tyler Hero or a, let me just get like a, who is the other person? Like Eric Bledsoe or a Goran Dragic, right? But then why do they have Zach LaVine there? I could see the Timberwolves having a better record than the Bulls easily. I'm not saying it's definitely going to happen. I'm sure they're probably going to be very similar in wins. Like 72 game season, both can win like 35 games. Let's go 35 in what? 40 or 35 and 40 or 33 and 42, something like that this year. I could see both teams going. And I don't see Zach LaVine improving that much on defense this year. Unless with the new head coach, it could help. But like I think he's going to have a very similar season than D'Lo. So that's why I don't get why they have D'Lo so low. Like, I don't get it. Because I get why they D'Lo low, but if you're going to have Zach LaVine this high up, what's the reasoning there? Because it's going to be similar. I don't know. Christian Wood at 55. Okay. Helping him out because he's going to be on a good team. But then why do you have John Wall? So you could think Christian Wood is going to have a better season than John Wall. Like, come on. Come on. That I don't get. Lonzo at 54. Honestly, I'm fine with Lonzo being in the 50s. Just some guys behind him, I would probably still value. I mean, like you're getting passing out of Lonzo. You're getting hopefully somewhat of shooting. And you're getting defense on a successful team this year. Will be like hovering around 500. I just feel like John Wall's got to be higher than Lonzo Ball. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping here. I don't know. Houston Nurkic at 53. That's where he should be. Aiden in front of him. Don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. But I think the 50s, low 50s is where they can belong. MPJ, so they're projecting a huge jump for him this year to be borderline a top 50 guy. I could get behind it. A fully healthy season from MPJ. I could see it. What's going on here? I gotta go to. Oh, we just spawned number 10. Great, ESPN. Why do you have it formatted like that? All right, so 50. Domantas Sabonis, an All-Star last year. Probably gonna be the best player on this Pacers team this year. Him or probably TJ Warren. I don't know. I don't have a lot of faith in Oladipo, which sucks. I don't know. We'll see, but 50 might be low. I feel like we should have Sabonis top 45. Dinwiddie at 49. Okay. Kember at 48. That seems low. That really seems low. We're going to have to see who's ahead of him. But that does seem low. Oladipo at 47. I mean, if you're scared about the Wall injury coming back, how are you not scared about the Oladipo to have him at 47? So I guess, yeah, it's a contract year. Maybe he'll ball out. Okay. That reasoning is something. And he played a little bit last year, and he played in the playoffs, but I don't know. And I'm not really getting the reason, because him and John Wall, I feel like, are pretty similar in that sense. But I guess John Wall hasn't played yet. All right. LeVert at 46. I'd probably have Dinwiddie ahead of LeVert. I guess this season, LeVert will get starting minutes. Dinwiddie will come off the bench. Okay. I mean, funny enough, I probably think Tyler Hero will have a better season than Caris LeVert. I just would have LeVert probably lower, not Hero higher. Hayward at 45. See, he's gonna put up good stats, but he's gonna be on a semi-bad team. Similar to Chicago, similar to Minnesota. I mean, he's a better defender than LaVine and Russell. Just the logic was there a little more. Draymond at 44, I respect it. You guys know me. I respect Draymond's grade a lot more than Draymond Green's game a lot more than other people do. I'm hoping he has a bounce back year this year because he was not good last year. Triple J at 43. Okay, I like to see it. I like to see some Triple J love. All right. 42, Vucevic. I think that's fair for him. Chris Thompson at 41. He'll have his injuries. So I think that's fine. Fred VanVleet at 40. Ooh, that's high up there. Ooh, at 40. Okay. All right, that's interesting. That's interesting to say the least. Okay. I like it, though. But I would have him in front of Brogdon, probably. I would. I probably have Sabonis in front of Brogdon, but that's just me. Shea at 38. Okay, see, I want to get their logic. Okay. Shea's a better defender already than, like, I'm going back to the whole D'Lo Levine argument here because these three players are going to put up good stats on bad teams, and their team is going to be really bad. And I think he's going to be phenomenal, but what's the difference? I guess his defense will help, so maybe that's the reasoning. And obviously he's younger with a higher ceiling. All right, smart at 37. I respect it. I like them giving defensive players some love, and arguably the best defensive guard in the NBA. So I like it. Russ at 36. Okay. Middleton at 35. All right, Middleton over those guys. I'm behind him. He was an all-star last year. De'Aaron Fox, they're projecting a big jump from him this year, and I think he was there. I was debating back and forth who my most improved player was. De'Aaron Fox or Jamal Murray. I ended up going with Jamal Murray, but Fox is right there. Drew Holiday at 33. I respect the love there. Jaylen Brown, similar to Drew Holiday, so I'm fine with that. Ja at 31. So Ja had had a Russ at the end of the year. I love Ja, and I think he's the best young point, or second best young point guard in the NBA, not counting Luka as one, him behind Trey. But I don't think he'll have a better season than Russell Westbrook. That's just me. But yeah, I don't see that. That I disagree with. Kyle Lowry at 30. I'm projecting a little bit of regression from Lowry. I don't think he'll finish as a top 30 player. I think top 45, yes. Top 30, no. I'd have Russ in front of him. Trae Young at 29. I'm gonna sound like a broken record, but I'd have Russ in front of Trae at the end of this year. Because Russ, I think the Wizards will end up with a better record than the Hawks. That might be a hot take. Maybe he'll make me look wrong at the end of the year. But Russ is way better of a defender than Trae. Okay. See, they're valuing defense a lot. But then why is Trae Young in front of Russell Westbrook? I don't get it. Brandon Ingram at 28. I'm fine with that. I am fine with him being a top 30 player at the end of the year. CJ McCollum. I think he should be in the 30s. I think 27 is too high. I'd probably have Trey in front of him. Maybe Ja. Russell Westbrook. And probably some other guys as well above McCollum. Maybe Chris Middleton because he'll give you stuff on the defensive end as well. But McCollum, I think he's top 35, but 27 might be too high. Gobert, 26. Okay. Defense, obviously, is helping him there. Kyrie at 25. Could that be low? Could he finish top 20? Yes, but... All right, let's see who's in front of him. I'm surprised he put Kyrie that much ahead of Russ. Okay. Siakam at 24. Oof. Okay. I feel like that's in the fair range because he'll be very good again. Cat at 23, so he doesn't crack the top 20. Okay, let's see who's in front of him. Bradley Beal at 22. Who's a better player, Bradley Beal or Russell Westbrook? I don't know. I like that many spots apart. But Beal 22, I'm fine with, man. I'm fine with, like, maybe he would be higher if he could play defense, or he was a better defender because he was not good on defense last year. But he's one of the best offensive scorers in the NBA. Jamal Murray at 21. Okay. That could be high, but hey, he's my most improved player pick. I just wouldn't have him in the guys, like, behind him. Like, I'm cool with having Jamal at 30. But having him in front of Kyrie Irving, Russell Westbrook, Pascal Siakam, Karl-Anthony Towns, even Bradley Beal, seems like a little much. In my opinion. All right, 20, we got Paul George. People are going to hate it because it's Paul George, but I think that's the range he'll finish up. Zion at 19. I'd have him closer to 25 than I would to 15. So I think that's a little high. I would have probably... I mean, he was phenomenal in 19 games he played, but he wasn't a very good passer. Defender. I don't think he's going to be a good shooter, but inside, he's phenomenal. I'd have him closer to 25 than 15, in my opinion. 18, Donovan Mitchell. Okay. Devin Booker at 17. Having Booker and Mitchell in front of other proven guys is all right. I'm fine with that. You know what? Give them love. All right. I'm cool with that. 16, Ben Simmons. So they think he'll finish top 15. He's my dark horse defensive player of the year pick. I know I said Giannis in my prediction video, but he came in at number 2. I was debating the guys. Chris Paul, 15. I think that's too high. Last year, I don't think he was a top 15 guy. I don't. And he was phenomenal, and I don't think he'll be the same as he was last year. I really don't. I think Chris Paul is a tad bit high. Would I have him in front of Russell Westbrook? Yeah, I'm cool with that. Would I have him in front of Ja Morant? Yeah, I would have him in front of Ja Morant. But would I have him in front of Kyrie Irving? Debatable. Same with Russ. But I think 15 is a little too high. I think he'll be near like 25, 22 to 25. I just think 15 is a little high. I don't know. Maybe I'm seeing, or I'm thinking there'll be a little bit of regression from Chris Paul. Just a little bit. I don't know. That's just me. Joel Embiid at 14. I think that's a good, maybe a little. Okay, I do not agree with that. Having Bam over Joel Embiid. I know it's what they're thinking at the end of the year, but boy, would I bet a lot of money that Joel Embiid will have a better year than Bam Adebayo. The hype might be way too much, and yes, Bam has already been to more finals than Joel Embiid. I don't care. Oh, they gave their previous rank as well. I didn't even look at that. Huh. Okay. But where'd they have Zion last year? 42. They have him at 19. Okay. But I don't know. I don't agree with Bam over Joel. I really don't. Jimmy Butler at 12. I think that's a good range for him. Jason Tatum at 11. I can see the jump. Yeah, I can see the jump. And then let's get the top 10 where we already saw 10 before. That was Nikola Jokic, where I think it's a good range for him as well. So let's go to top 10 players. And let's see this. So Jokic at 10, like I just said, that will be, I don't want this like accidentally. Actually, I might desktop audio off, whatever. Jokic at 10, I think that's fair assessment for him. 7 to 10 range is fine. Harden at 9. Okay. Who would they have in front of Harden? Is there going to be one surprise one? Like, I'm guessing Luka. Oh, Dame in front of Harden. Whoa! Steph at 8? Okay. Lillard in front of Steph. I don't agree with that. I really don't. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with Bam in front of Embiid, and I don't agree with Lillard in front of Steph. KD at 6. Injuries. Coming back. He'll probably not play all 72 games. All right. Kawhi at 5. I think that's fair. Luka at 4. I think... Would I have him in front of KD or Steph? Fully healthy? Probably not. But he's going to be good this year. I predicted him to win MVP, so can't argue for it. Giannis at 3. Wow, 80 in front of Giannis. I disagree. Unless they're both the top 2. Okay, so they have LeBron at 1. I don't know. Unless they're the 1 seed again, and they're clearly cut the 2 best players in the NBA. I feel like it's hard to have the 2 best players in the NBA on the same team. I don't know. I probably have 80 at 3, Giannis at 2, but that is just my opinion. So we have some future number 1 candidates here. So let's see. LeBron number 1. Wait, it's just the Redeem team. Okay, this is just... Oh, so they think that Harden could be 1, Kawhi could be 1, Giannis could be 1, AD could be 1. Is there anybody else that they think could be 1? Luka, Lillard, Jokic, or... Okay, I don't really get this rise thing. Did they have a rookie rise as well? Oh, they're just explaining, like, the rookies in these. Oh, so they have them out. So they didn't rank any rookies. Interesting. They didn't rank any rookies when they did last year. So they don't think Obi, LaMelo, or, like, any of these guys will finish top 100. But they think these 4... have the best chance, or 5, 6 have the best chance. So yeah, that is gonna be for me. I hope you guys enjoyed my reaction to this. Let me know what you agree with or disagree with down below. And also, when you're disagreeing or agreeing with anything, remember that this is what they are predicting next June, and that's what they think will happen at the end of next year's season. Not right now, at the end of next year's season. So yeah, that is gonna be for me. Thank you all for watching. Drop a like if you guys did enjoy. I might drop a quiz video. Somebody added me on Twitter, trying to name all top 100 guys. So I might do that later today. Be on the lookout for that. Thank you all for watching. I love you guys. Catch you all in the next one. Peace.